saw 2 points slip away last Thursday against West Ham. Can Amber and his team go back home with a win tonight? Looking for a pass, but no one showing for the ball there, and it's good pressure by Casemiro, and it breaks the way of Cunha. He's got support there too. Got a shot away though. Oh, and it goes in! Bruno Fernandes with the opening goals again. Well, calamitous defending there from Wolves. Jana Herbert in first time by him, and here's Devin Mother-Wolfer and Bellegarde. Wolves have their first goal since October.
It's a really poor touch again from Bellegarde, gives away possession.
Cunha, good pass towards Davo, and here's Mbeumo! Clinical, absolutely clinical. And Brian Mbeumo restores the advantage for Manchester United. Fernandes, Mount's coming in! And Mason Mount took the chance superbly. Corner. It's Ahmad. There's a check from the VAR over a possible handball. That point also being made here by Ahmad. So it is Bruno Fernandes. It's superbly taken, and it's 4-1 for Manchester United. Up in the top 6 off the back of this. They jump 6 spots tonight.
Exactly where Manchester United are. Must-win territory as they host Burnley. 1 point for their opening 2 games, coupled with a stunning League Cup exit at the hands of 4th-tier opposition. But it has left Ruben Amorim and his players in the sort of crisis territory that seems to creep up in the club earlier and earlier.
Lovely piece of control from Mount, and again it's Mbeumo looking to be released. Mbeumo might hit it on the volley! The chances keep coming.
The turnover, and he's doing it again.
Walker left in his wake, battling to try and get back, brings him down. Referee says penalty.
After review, Burnley number 2 does not commit a foul on Man United number 7. My final decision is no penalty and drop ball to the goalkeeper.
Whipped in by Fernandes, the header from Casemiro! Crossbar first off, then Dubravka, but the ball was in, and Manchester United get their breakthrough. It's been coming, but now they have reward for their endeavours in this first half.
Back post.
Clipped in by Fernandes, and the volley coming through. Dubravka, what a stop! Xerxes directed that header well, and Xerxes now has an option to pin in. Mbeumo, only Cullen is with him. Brian Mbeumo across to Ahmad. What a chance! And he's got some space here now. Brun Larsen whistles one across. There's the equaliser. Really well constructed attack. Lyle Foster on the end of it, and Burnley are level.
You just felt it with the change.
Here's Dallo looking for Mbeumo perhaps. Brian Mbeumo! Burnley's parity did not last long. And Mbeumo, having got his first Manchester United goal at Grimsby Town, has now scored in the Premier League for the first time. There, great flick on at the front post, half cleared, and Shaw, and it's still not clear, and it is in the back of the net for the second time. Again, a set piece. Jaden Anthony gets his second goal in 2 games, and Burnley hit United once more. Fernandes, Ahmad takes a tumble.
Final decision is yellow card and penalty.
Huge pressure on the shoulders of the United captain. Pressure that he deals with. And for the 3rd time this afternoon, Manchester United lead. Huge relief on and off the pitch. Bruno Fernandes, with his late penalty winner, has punctured the valve of pressure that seemingly was close to engulfing his manager and the club.
This is Manchester, and yes, today it is a caricature of itself. A stereotype, slate grey skies, thumping relentless rain, and wonderful emotional engagement in its football. Manchester United for sure need their clouds to part.
See, in terms of their results.
There's Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu slung it in, Sesko couldn't get that, and Mbeumo did. Earlier today. On by Sesko, it's Brian Mbeumo! Sanchez has committed, and the referee has a big call to make. And in addition, it is a red card for the Chelsea goalkeeper 4 minutes in. Ahmad. Mazraoui, down by Dorgu, in by Fernandes, and Manchester United are ahead. Perhaps today is the day the red season dawns. Fernandes, Mazraoui, Dorgu around the back, Reece James into the clouds. Release. Santos tumbled in the presence of Casemiro.
He's on a yellow card.
Who is on a yellow, which will turn red. One thing that Manchester United did not need to happen. Just one thing. Pedro. Enzo Fernandez. Reece James. And clattered away by Matthijs de Ligt. In by Reece James. Terrific header. Chelsea, via Trevor Chalobah, have big interest into the last 10 minutes. Oh, James has lost it. Bruno Fernandes is onto it, and he keeps on wriggling. Bruno Fernandes, what a save! He had a fair journey to make there, Jurgen. Manchester United, drenched and delirious. Ruben Amorim has his way in the driving rain. Manchester United thirsted for this, and boy, they had to dig for it.
Football on Tuesday with centre-backs rampaging forward, but he got the win after Chelsea, and he needed it. And is it too early to suggest United have finally cracked it under Ruben Amorim? Only
Position for him is Cunha, and he gets there and he gets away from Romero, and that's good defending by Sarr, but
Mbeumo's the ball immediately.
much ground in there for Tottenham. Van der Ben's clearance hit Fernandes. Dorgu, and he's just behind Mbeumo, and then Ahmad not quite tall enough to beat Spence in the air. Here's Cunha. Ahmad with the cross, and Mbeumo with the header, 1-0. And the player of the month for October strikes again for Manchester United against his former manager. Udogi. And he goes now to Till on the turn.
Exactly what the Tottenham Hotspur supporters wanted. And Matthijs Tell was the Tottenham bench to equalise with 7 minutes to go.
It's going to be Oliver.
Ben's one, deflected it in! It's gone in off Richarlison! And Tottenham Hotspur in stoppage time take the lead against Manchester United. And Richarlison has the goal.
Well, I'm going to look at it again.
It's not a bad one either, it's in!
It's De Ligt to break Tottenham hearts in the end. And Manchester United with the 10 men equalise.
And De Ligt, who once had his heart broken by Tottenham, has just got one back on them. 2-2.
Full-time whistle.
And what late drama we've had at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Warm embrace between the two.
They lost 9 of their first 10, but they won the last 2 by 3 goals to nil. And only 3 teams in Premier League history have won on 3 consecutive visits to Old Trafford. Down. Oh, and Amad Diallo just has to give a nod of approval on the goal line. From inches. Possibility here for the visitors. Antoine Semenyo, 1-1. Driven in at the Stretford end. Casemiro. That header counts. Ball seemed to be in the air an eternity from time. It's Evan Nielsen. And Evan Nielsen has scored after 39 seconds of the second half. Marcus Tavernier. And Bournemouth have scored 3 at Old Trafford for the 3rd season in a row. Of course, this is Bruno Fernandes, and that's 3-3. Bournemouth will feel they were hard done to with the award of the free kick, but Bruno Fernandes has dispatched it beautifully. It's Cunha, it's 4-3. And a madcap night at Old Trafford takes another stunning twist.
But this is also an example of the improvement you're seeing from Manchester United this season.
A perfect grisly day. That stark, undisguised depth of feeling, it never softens. In the moment, of course, the agenda of the day requires of each that they win. Regardless, the essence of this day is simple. Always and forever, United must beat Liverpool. Liverpool must beat United. Up beneath it. Fernandes. Is down after a clash of heads, and Bono's in and scores for Manchester United. 1 minute precisely in front of the Kop. For Cunha. Cunha spinning. Ahmad on the gallop. Ahmad. Smashed wide by Bruno Fernandes and Ekitike. And Wirtz. Florian Wirtz. He has struck United's post. Now he has struck their net. It's 1 inch. Teasing Dorgu. Frimpong delivery. It's a sitter. Gakpo has missed the target and has gone into the mix. Bruno Fernandes. Brian Mbomo. Back in by Fernandes. Well, remember that 2-2 draw here last year. If you do, you may recall that with the last kick of the match, Harry Maguire very nearly won it for Manchester United at that end. The end. United have landed one on Liverpool in Liverpool. United win at Anfield for the first time in nigh on a decade. And they are bouncing off each other.
Goal is Philippe Mateta. He's in a group of Palace players to start every Premier League match so far this season, and he scored 3 goals in his last 3 games against Manchester United and 10 goals for club and country. Wharton. Lovely ball. Mateta's gone over penalty. All about the pass from Wharton.
Watch out.
Other side. Easy. I'll repeat myself. Strokes it into the back of the Manchester United net. 1-0.
Absolutely. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Sarr. Free kick lifted forward. Fernandes to Joshua Zirkzee, who can whack it through and score. Oh, that's such a big goal for him. 24 Premier League matches without a goal, and Joshua Zirkzee gets Manchester United back level at Selhurst Park. He's rolled it square. There's the shoulder in front. Mason Mount. It's another set-piece goal for Manchester United. And Mason Mount gets his first goal of the season with a rocket past Dean Henderson.
Good strike, lovely strike. And it's really clever play.
Full-time whistle, and Manchester United come from behind to win at Selhurst Park. End the unbeaten sequence in the Premier League on this ground for Crystal Palace. Bruno Fernandes with 2 assists.